Today on Bumpy Road Brews, I have the MITZ. So limited release. It comes from 603 Brewing Company. They're at Londonderry, New Hampshire. And this is the bourbon barrel aged imperial stout at 11.9% ABV. There's a little story on the back. It says the MITZ bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. In my younger years, I was a farm kiddie down in Kentucky. When I wasn't mousing for vermin, I'd lend a paw to the local bourbon distillery, selecting only the finest U.S. grown barley and corn for our mashes to age in freshly charred American oak barrels. Since then, bourbon barrels have become a must when aging my imperial stout, MITZ. Says that it was it's vintage 2023, by the way, and it was aged 18 months. Aged 18 months, but there's no. It doesn't tell you what bourbon barrel it was aged in. Okay, so anyways, I have had. Not this year's, but I have had this same beer in the past, and they have other variants too. Comes out at the same time that they put out Goose Island, Bourbon County. So yeah, there's a few of the kind of special releases that they do. I believe I liked it in the past. I'm not quite sure how much. But it's got the cool paw print on the top. I like that. Let's get this thing opened and get this thing underway. I did pre-cut the wax, but I'm not sure how good of a job I actually did. Let's see if this actually will take hold and come off. Alright. Alright, some good notes pouring out of the bottle right now. It's looking a bit thin. That seems to be like a thing around here in New Hampshire of these barrel-aged imperial stouts, or just imperial stouts in general. They don't seem to be super thick. So that barely poured with a head. There is alcohol legs on that glass. So alcohol legs with an 11.9%. We let this damn dog in. Alright, color of the beer itself. It's got some ruby red hues kind of showing through here. It's deep brown to black, I don't know. It's dark, you can see it, if you can see. Anyways, so some aromas from afar. Yeah, big like plum to prune, maybe even raisin-esque type notes. Very, very dark fruit forward. A little bit of a chocolatey type aroma too. Let's get closer. It's kind of like a burn on the nostrils, so maybe some alcohol presence there. It does have a bourbon-esque aroma to it. Maybe a little bit oaky. 18 months, I mean, you're looking at not quite 2 years, but over a year and a half or so. Seems to have picked up some good notes. Yeah, mostly dark fruit, chocolate, some bourbon, and oak. All right, let's dive in for the first swig here. So cheers. Yeah, it's a thinner body. It does have a stickiness to it, though. Carbonation. It's got its spritzy carbonation. The good thing is, it's packing a pretty big stouty punch to it. So, even though it has a thin body, at least it's still coming off like a stout. There's like chocolate to like fudge type notes. There's a roastiness. those kind of like prune, slight raisin flavors coming through. There's kind of a char and an oakiness on the finish. Bitterness, I'd say, is moderate. It does have a bitterness that's starting to kind of climb up a little bit and linger on. It's that char, oaky thing. There is a little bit of heat, a little bit of warming in the chest. Not overly boozy on the palate, though. Yeah, I do pick up a little bit of a grain note in there. Overall, this one's not bad, especially for a New Hampshire stout. Like I said, I don't know. There's been quite a few breweries that I've had stouts from. I just haven't been impressed almost with any of them. Maybe a handful out of the lot, but yeah, this has got a big warming, big burn in the chest going on. So that alcohol is definitely present. As far as like price goes, I mean, this is right around the same price as a Bourbon County. So, I believe I paid, I believe it was $13.99 for this bottle. It is a larger bottle though. It's not a 12 ounce. It is a 16.9 fluid ounce. It's definitely not up there with the Bourbon County. I mean, that's definitely a much better product than this, but for being able to find it readily available on the shelf when they come out, there's different variants too. They have vanilla bean. I think it was a chocolate one. Espresso, double espresso. So, I know, I probably should at some point pick up some of the other variants. They'll stay on the shelves for a while. They don't fly off the shelves. So, yeah, I would put this one in the very good category. So it's very good. It's got some good aromas, good flavors. I do wish that it wasn't as thin on the palate. Maybe if the alcohol was a little better hidden, like less burny in the chest would be nice. But yeah, like I said, overall very good brew. So I'm surprised that these don't sell better than what they seem to. So that's all right though. Like I said, they can just kind of stay on the shelf, and when I can pick them up, I can pick them up. So anyways, I just want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.